Hello, everybody. It is great to be here one more time. My name is Gary Fowler, and I am the CEO, co-founder, and president of GSD Venture Studios, a premier AI and quantum venture studio located in Silicon Valley. I'm the CEO, co-founder, and president of GSD Venture Studios, a premier AI and quantum. I hear it. I hear the reverberation. Marciej, do you have it on your system? I hear it.
I hear it twice too.
Marciej, Hasmek, do you have it on your system? I hear it.
I hear it twice too.
Marciej, Hasmek, do you have it on your system? I hear it. I hear it twice too. Marciej, not sure why it's doing that.
Now it's working.
Probably. Yeah. Okay. Very strange. Okay. Anyhow, so my name's Gary Fowler. Start one more time. I'm the CEO, president, co-founder of GSD Venture Studios, a premier AI and quantum venture studio located in Silicon Valley. And yes, every once in a while, even in Silicon Valley, we do have technical difficulties. I've done 17 companies involved in 2 unicorns. I was on the original management team of Click Software, which was sold to Salesforce for $1.35 billion, and also Yva.ai, an AI HR tech company. Love artificial intelligence and quantum. I've written 164 articles in the last 2 years. I love talking about how the world can be democratized and make it better for each of us. In fact, last week I spoke at the United Nations on technology as a tool for peace. So with that, it was with great pleasure that I introduced Marciej Jarząb. Marciej is the CEO of a company called Epeer, and he's been a phenomenal entrepreneur. I mean, I got to tell you, Marciej, your background is incredible. It goes from you were born in Warsaw originally, is that where? And you were in PR, you worked with McKinsey. I mean, how did this come about?
Because my goal is always the same, so to develop myself. So that's why I've been doing so many things in my past before Epeer.
Well, I mean, it's incredible. So, you start out and, I mean, you just graduated from university in 2019. It's not like you've been, what I see here, you went to Warsaw School of Economics, graduated 2017 and got your master's degree in 2019. So you've done a whole lot in a very short period of time, Marciej. Now I got a question for you. How in the world did you become a volunteer in Brazil? How did that work out? How did you do that?
It's to be honest, it's a funny story because basically a couple of years ago during my studies, together with my friend, we wanted to do something different. We already been working in the consulting in McKinsey, and then we decided, okay, let's do something different. Let's help people somehow. So we have been brainstorming all the time. So okay, and we saw this opportunity in Brazil, and we say, wow, Brazil is. We always wanted to go there, so we decided.
Okay, so what, Marciej? Be honest. What made you decide Brazil? Did you say you want to go to Rio? Did you say I want to go to the rainforest?
Football and Rio.
Yeah, exactly.
It was always my dream to be there. So, and if I could do both things, so help people during my volunteer and see those beaches, football players, and so on, and views, amazing views. So
beautiful beaches in Brazil, right? Just beautiful.
Yeah. Really, extremely beautiful.
So you spent 3 months there. That's incredible. You come back and start doing corporate investment banking at M-Bank. And where was M-Bank? Was that in Brazil or was that in?
No, in Warsaw.
Okay. And so you spent 5 months at M-Bank, and then you moved over to JRCC, which is so you're forming startup designed to provide innovative solution. What was that all about?
To be honest, it's my first failure with the startup. So I always hear that you have to fail at least once if you want to build a successful startup. So I already did it. So my plan was to build a coal stock exchange in Poland, because basically Poland is well known from bituminous coal. So we decided why we cannot democratize it, why we cannot increase efficiency of everyone from the government to the buyers to the clients. So I formed this startup couple of years ago. Then, unfortunately, due to the legal and governmental issues, I couldn't make it. But it was a great lesson for me. A great lesson how I should not run the startup first, and then
Okay,
and
so Maciej, tell us what did you learn about how not to run a startup? So what were the lessons learned?
you have to go to the market as soon as possible. So basically, the first lesson: if you have MVP, go to the market, check if it works. Because if it works, even if it's not working, but there is a demand for that, you have to dig into that. But first, if you have MVP, if you have POC, let's go, let's do it. Do not waste your time, because you cannot be perfect with a startup. You cannot be perfect. You have to try it. You have to pivot all the time and to find your niche. It is always my advice for the starters, for the young people.
It's kind of funny. I just got this. In fact, I'm going to just pull it up because this is really incredible. So get this. So when you look at startups and where they got started and how they pivoted, Shopify started out as a snowboarding company. I don't know if you know that.
I
Instagram started out as a whiskey app.
I
Netflix started with DVDs. So, if YouTube started out as a dating site.
Yeah. Oh,
So, one of the things that we say is it's not about being perfect, Maciej. It's about getting started. And that's right to the point, because you're right. I just had a conversation with a group today in South America, and I told them, they're saying, oh, we got to make sure everything's going to work. And I said, tomorrow never comes, and there's no such thing as perfection. There's no such thing.
yeah, definitely. Especially with a startup, you have to try it. You have to check it. You have to fail sometimes, because you have to find this niche for you, and you cannot find it if you not try. So you have to try. You have to do it all the time. You have to go to the market and check it.
So when you did your company that failed, JRCC, and you said you didn't move fast enough, is that why? Or
Yeah, definitely. I've been preparing my presentations, my tech, my everything for almost a year, and unfortunately, at the end, it didn't succeed. So it was a great lesson for me. Definitely, it helped me out so much right now. It is helping me right now, because I know what I should not do.
yeah, that's fantastic. That's important. You got to know what you shouldn't do. So what about Accent Health? What was that all about? Was that your company, or were you just doing project management?
No. It's a Polish American VC, specializing in the biotech industry. So to be honest, I was hired by my mentor, business mentor, Mateusz. Uh, I sent regards to him, and basically I spent there almost 2 years. So I, based on this experience, this knowledge which I got there, I know how I should build a startup, how I should be seen by the investors. Because basically, if I know how the VCs look like and what they are looking for, and I know because I spent there almost 2 years, so I know how we should be open for anyone, how we should be transparent, and how we should build next and achieve next milestones to show the investors that we are ready for them. It's not like that that is like that. Okay, we have an idea. Please give us money. It's not working like that. You have to show them that you achieve specific milestones on your road to get the financing done. So as you probably know, so it was my another lesson from the VC, and based on that experience, based on the cooperation with different startups, maybe not from finance, maybe not fair, but from biotech, it helped me out so much, and I'm really appreciated that I had this opportunity to work there.
No, you're right about it. And, you're right about product market fit's important. Revenue is critically important. People don't realize, because that means that you've proven your model. We say there's 3 stages. One is acceleration, 2 is regional dominance, and the 3rd stage is going global. So, but you need to have product market fit. And listen, when you pivot, if you're going through an Instagram experience or YouTube in the dating site, you got to pivot sometimes. And the people, I remember one time I had a conversation with Stuart, who's the founder of Slack, and he was telling me he was a gaming company when they first got started, and then they pivoted because they didn't know what to sell, so they came up with this tool they used inside, and it's Slack. So you never know where it's going to come from, but you got to keep an open mind for where it's going to go, right? And so in terms of, let's talk a little bit about what Epeer is all about. You've been at that for about 3 years now. So tell us a little bit about Epeir, what kind of revenue you have, what are your plans, where are you going with it, and what do you do?
Yeah. So basically, as I always tell people that what is Epeer, because I really I have these questions all the time. So what we are doing, why we are so superb, what our tech is doing, why we are better than others. So it's pretty simple, because basically Epeer is a deep tech startup operating the financial sector. We are developing AI-based credit scoring based on the behavioral indicators. So what we do, we basically collect data. We collect data starting from geolocation to shopping intents to articles read and everything. We basically build an online social profile of our clients in order to give or not to give them a credit scoring at the end. So basically, just after 12 months on the Polish and Ukrainian markets, we have 95% of accuracy, which is really a top-notch result, not only in Europe, but I believe globally. So that's why our clients, our B2B clients, are banks, financial institutions, and marketing companies. And why I love this technology, to be honest, and why I'm so into it, because basically this technology could be implemented in every sector, because in every sector you have to analyze the risk somehow, especially of our targets, young people. And they don't have credit history, they don't have transaction history, but you have to analyze this risk somehow. So we basically are saying, guys, we have this technology because we do behavioral risk analysis on the young and unbanked people, and then we can implement it into every inch sector. So it is what we are doing in a nutshell. But basically, I can talk about it the whole day and the whole night. But we are just developing our AI-based risk tool in Poland, Ukraine, Spain, and US. Next year, we hope so.
Well, and what kind of revenue do you have today?
We have revenue around 100,000 euro
per month, per year,
per month. Per month.
Well, that's very good. So MRR of 100,000. What are you looking to do? What do you want to do? Are you raising money, or what's the future like?
Yeah, of course, we always raising money, because basically to build and to close this big tech, it's never be done. We have our algorithms we have to train our algorithms all the time, because it's artificial intelligence. So we need external capital to hire new guys, new tech guys, new brilliant ideas, and so on and so on. So we can develop it, we can implement it into other sectors. So we are raising money right now. So especially that we are going to States. So then we want to do Series A within next months in States, to get money to scale it up even more than it's today.
And how big is your Series A? How much you're trying to raise right now?
We are looking to raise $50 million.
15 million or 50 million?
15.
Mm-hmm. Interesting. Okay. All right. So investors that listen to this show, $15 million, $100,000 MR. How's your growth? What kind of month-over-month growth do you have?
Oh, it's pretty fantastic, to be honest, because month to month we have around 30-40% growth right now. We believe that until the end of the year we will go even to 200,000 monthly recurring revenue MRR, and at the beginning of the next year we are going for the 500,000. So it's really growing. It's growing super fast. We have so many new clients. Even we have to light them up. Because we don't have resources to do them all. So that's why we need money, we need capital to develop our solution. But we believe that if we have capital, if we have the right people, because team is the key point here, to be honest, and then we have a little bit of luck, we can really go big with our tech.
Yeah, or a lot of luck and a good team, right? So luck
Yeah.
is a good. I can tell you from my standpoint, my first startup was all about luck. It wasn't like I was the smartest guy in the world. In fact, I didn't have a clue what I was doing. I just happened to hit the market at the right time, and it took off. But as you get, going down through 17 different companies, I can tell you, it's more about it's a lot of luck. But at the same time, you better have a good team. You better have product market fit. You better have an incredible idea. And I always try to hire people that are a lot smarter than I am because they can really drive it around. So it's perfect. So tell me a little bit about. So how did you come up with the idea? Where did it come from?
Oh, so it's the long story. 3 years. So basically, my first idea was to create peer-to-peer lending solution because what I saw during my at my school during the uni after the uni, that most of my friends have been dealing with the liquidity issues. So they have no access for the external capital from the banks, for the financial institutions. Why? Because they don't know them. And if they don't know, we act that we don't trust them. So why? Because they use outdated scoring solutions for them. So it was my first idea to create this platform to match investors and borrowers on the platform. Then we pivot for the first time to say, okay, due to the regulatory legal issues, we could not do it in Poland. So we say, okay, we cannot do it this way. Let's do it let's do it another way. So we say, okay, let's make it. We do a credit card for the young people, but then we say, okay, we have to somehow analyze them. We have to somehow know what is the behavior, if we should give them or not our credit limit. So with my co-founder Marcin, our magician, as you told me 2 minutes ago, you have to find the right people in your team because I'm not the smartest guy on the planet, but I have this luck that I found Marcin, who is a brilliant guy, IT AI 20 plus years of experience. So we say, okay, how we can analyze the young people risk, how we can do it. So we basically put a really interesting correlation, that there is a correlation between online behavior of young people and their repayment ratio. That there should be a correlation.
And what ratio? I'm sorry, I missed that. What ratio?
So there should be a correlation between online behavior and their repayment ratio.
Yeah, I got it.
There is a correlation, the clear correlation between.
What did you find? What did you find, Matthew? What's the correlation?
That there is a correlation between those 2 points. Then we saw that there is not a correlation. There are correlations, thousands, millions of correlations, because it's only a matter of data which you have to gather and collect. If you have better quality of data, you have better AI scoring solution.
100%, and that's one of the problems today, right? There's not enough data to be able to train on. I got you 100%. So that's great. And when did you know you had product market fit? When did it start to take off?
Oh, so first 12 months ago, we decided, okay, in order to train our algorithms, we launched our credit limit, and after just 2 months of the market, we decided we have to shut down our marketing. And why? Because we had so many clients on the platform, we had no resources to serve them. We had no money, we had no people, we had no processes. But we had the most important part, that we have the product market fit, that there is a demand, there is a niche for this kind of product. So okay, now we have to find capital. We have to structure the whole company. And after 12 months, I can proudly state that we done it not only on the Polish market but also on the Ukrainian market. So we basically, after just 2 months, we have 2 markets operational, and we have 100,000 revenue per month. So I believe from my it's pretty a good indicator that we are doing good. And we know.
Congratulations.
Yeah, thank you. And when when I saw that we were going to the right direction. So when we published our results just after a couple of months on the market, with our accuracy that we have cluster fit prediction with 99% and 95% of accuracy of our scoring. Really, I had 10 calls from the banks, from the financial institutions, and they told me, Maciej, we want it. Please, what we should do to cooperate with you. And at this point, I knew that we are going into the right direction, and then we have to move forward. We have to go with our product, and with it, with this tech, we can go really big. So this was just a couple of months after the launch of the market.
That's fantastic. So you found that, you understood your product market fit, and how much you're growing per month? What is the average growth right now?
It's 30%. 30%.
That's fantastic. Wow, I'm really happy for you. And how do you find hiring? Is it hard to find people to be able to hire? Or how does it work?
It's the biggest challenge of our life, of our times, to be honest. Talent pool. So that's why we also are going to States. So because we believe that in States we can find highly educated people, highly skilled people, which we can hire and then grow even faster. So it's the biggest, it's the bottleneck. No, but I believe it's the worldwide. Because if you want to find good guys from IT, from the AI solutions, for the ML solutions, you have to really go deeper to find the good guys here. But we believe that right now we have great team. Definitely we have to develop it, but we have great team of really well specialized, well skilled people. So we can go with them. We can grow even faster right now.
No, I mean that's one of the challenges. I know with GSD, one of the things we do is we take operational roles in companies, like I did with Yva. Yva was a little tiny company that came out of Russia, and we brought it over with his idea. Now it's one of the top 10 AI HR tech companies. Same thing with Click Software, is a little tiny company from Israel. And I changed the name of the company to Click Software from IET. We came up with a family of products. Company sold to Salesforce for 1.35 billion. So it means that, I mean, we didn't know we were going to be in business. I was on the original management team, and then we did an IPO on Nasdaq, and the rest is history. So been there, and that's what we do every day. It's incredible, actually, because I see the companies, just like one of our companies today just got a $10 million investment. Another one of their companies is getting a $25 million deal, and they're a health tech company. So I see it all the time. It's incredible what's happening. People don't realize, by the way, audience, this is the greatest time I've ever seen in startups, because this digital transformation doesn't matter where you are, doesn't matter who you are. It matters if you have the ability to connect. Make sure you have your online presence down. Make sure you're doing a lot of writing. Make sure you have a lot of videos out there, and make sure you have connections. You're out there working it, because it's incredibly important. Because now we're online, we can't have the face-to-face meetings like we had before. You got to make sure you have credible networks. By the way, Maciej, one of the things we say, there's really three components. One is you have to have intergenerational teams. So you need some people with the gray hair, because they have the contacts and connection. Two is you need cultural diversity. So because you really truly want a 360-degree view, especially Maciej in a company like yours that wants to go global. And the third thing is you need decentralized teams. So having your development in places like Poland or the Ukraine, where the costs are less and the skill set is dramatically higher. And so you got to look for places like that. And by the way, it's an ongoing search all the time. So remember that. And you've been down through, you had a failure, but you bounced back. Muhammad Ali, the great boxer, once said, many years ago, he said, it's not the person that gets knocked down, it's the person that gets back up. So you'll get them back up is real important, because a lot of people get knocked down and they never get back up. They can't see the through the trees, and you got to be able to look at it and believe in your dreams to move forward.
Yeah, definitely I agree with you. Muhammad Ali, Michael Jordan, they are my idols. So persistence in business is a key factor, as you said. So I believe in the persistence. They have to work hard, even harder every day, and then you can achieve your goals. So definitely I agree with you.
Yeah, no, we hear it every day, every single day. I was speaking at the UN on Friday. Technology is a tool for peace, and I said, you have this all wrong. I said, you're talking about terrorism. You're talking about all this stuff. Let's talk about creating jobs. Why do people do crazy stuff? Because they don't have jobs to feed their family, and they have a group. Why don't you go out there? Let's create jobs. And we're doing it in Africa. We're doing it in India. We're doing it all over the world today. 38 countries creating jobs, not to give just jobs, but to create companies just like yours. To support to create billion-dollar companies. And by the way, it's happening. And the idea to bring countries in to be able to score is going to help them much faster to be able to get the kind of financing that they need to be able to create those stable economies that are going to grow all around, very quickly. And the old days of credit reports and doing it in a very manual approach are gone. You got to be able to do it on the fly using technologies that other people don't have. And, you're right on target with it.
Yeah, definitely agree with you. We have to create jobs for the people, and I believe that it's really a key priority for the governments right now, and for the people inside the government. You have to create jobs for the people. It's a key factor for them because they have to live, they have to eat, and so on and so on. So I definitely agree with you, Gary.
Well, I mean, the other thing, Marciej, you look at it today, right? Look at the challenges we have in front of us. One is we got 1.3 billion people in Africa. We got 1.4 billion people in China, 1.3 billion people, a little over 1.3 billion in India, 445 million in Europe, 647 million just in Latin America, 329 million in the U.S. And we have 8.1 billion in a population of the planet that's going to grow to 13 billion by the end of the century. We need to democratize opportunities and solve a lot of problems. And the more we can bring everybody out so we can work together, the more that we're going to have peace and more we're going to be able to solve a lot of the complex problems that we have, like global warming, right? Average temperatures in the planet could go up 9 degrees by the end of this century. We're going to have to double the food supply by 2050 to be able to feed everybody. So having these technologies out there just like yours that can bring people up, it's just incredible. It's one more sign that I'm happy for you because it's one more sign that things are going moving in the right direction. So I love it. We're coming up to the top of the hour. I've got 5 minutes left. One is I want to talk about your closing thoughts and also then how do people reach you. So if you can talk about where you're going to go with Epeer, if there's anything else you want to say about it. Closing thoughts. And by the way, he needs to hire people, so he's got a great opportunity, growing company, and shares in the equity. So you can reach out to him. Marciej is really interested. He's expanding his business, not just in Ukraine and Poland, but around the world.
Yeah, please reach out to me, guys. We need great people on board. So please reach out to me. We expand our business to Spain within next month. We are going to US. So that's my final thought is to if you see the opportunity to cooperate with us, please reach out to me. Please reach out to someone in our company. I believe that there is a space for everyone here, and definitely to the investors, I believe that we have really great potential to grow, to develop our solution. So definitely, please investors reach out to me because I believe that we are in the moment, and if you find the space, in the States, we really are going to be multi-billion company. And thanks to the guys like Gary, thank you very much for the chance to talk with you, because I believe that I can share my view. I can show our case, our successful case of how we can pivot the business to be where we are right now. So we are in the place when we have product market fit, when we have revenue growing 30% month to month, that we are expanding our solution to other countries. We are in talks in Latin America, we're in talks with Asia, in Africa, because the great thing is that what Gary just said, we have to support new technology, we have to support breakthrough technologies, new ideas, great guys, because the earth needs us. So basically, that's why I also mentoring some startups, and I always tell them, guys, please do your job. I am always open for the help, for the advice. I already failed once, so I know what was the feeling. and now I know that I don't want to feel the same again. So definitely our idea, our goal is to implement our solution into marketing, into human resources, into e-commerce, into retail, into betting. There's so many implementations which we can use, which we can go with. So basically, we are in talking with the insurance companies and so many others. So that's why that's why we're going to US. So we will be there basically from the next month, moving our HQ to US, hire new people there, and to grow, develop, because it's a keep on here. You have to grow. You have to develop it to be even bigger, and have this higher efficiency of tech, as I told you before. So Gary, once again, thank you very much for this opportunity.
No, thank you very much. And to my audience, thank you for tuning in again to the Founders Report, hosted by myself. I believe that we have a great opportunity to be able to dent the universe, as Steve Jobs said, and to be able to change things. Let's go out and do it. We need to stay safe. We need to stay healthy, and we need to stay happy. Let's help and make this world a better place. Marciej, you're doing a great job. Keep moving forward. And startups out there, I'm happy to talk to you too. We do acceleration, we do venture studio, and we also have a PR company called GSD Reach. We believe that intellectual capacity is evenly spread, but what we're going to do is connect the dots. We use Silicon Valley as a port. We're located in Palo Alto and happy to help. So get out there, get them, stay happy, keep smiling. And Marciej, thank you very much. And I'd like to thank the entire LaToken team for making the Founders Report with Gary Fowler possible. Stay tuned. I'll be back again in the next 2 weeks. If you get a chance, check out. I just did the United Nations last week on Friday. You can see that video, and also today broadcast with the Startup World Cup. So check it out. Stay tuned. I'll see you soon. Thanks again.
Thank you very much.
Yep. Bye-bye.